I just turned 30, right? So, thank you. Appreciate you. So that makes me a millennial, and we take way too much shit from people older than us, bro. Soon as they find out we millennials, they'll disrespect us to our face. You motherfuckers are weak. Wait, I just asked for almond milk. How are you calling me weak? I'm not lactose intolerant. I'm not none of that. What's all this attitude? And then when you ask them like, yo, why y'all think we weak? They say dumb shit like, you guys grew up with participation trophies. We weren't parents back then. Those trophies weren't for us. Those trophies were for you. You didn't want to admit, hey, your kid can't play sports. Your kid would admit it. They'd cry, I don't want to play baseball. Dad standing there in all his old baseball gear. We play baseball in this family. And because we didn't want you to hit your wives anymore, participation trophy. Then they say other shit like, well, millennials are stupid. Cut it out. We've been smarter than you since we were little kids. You remember when the TVs changed and they added those 3 holes for the yellow, white, and red wire? You remember that? You remember how that bamboozled your parents? You remember that? You be 6 years old, they outside putting the yellow in the red, like, why I don't see nothing? Why I don't see nothing? But when I put the white in the red, I can hear a little bit. Something's wrong with you. You 6 years old, you walk over, you put it on, they're like, oh, my baby's smart. Look at my baby a Harvard student. No, you're dumb, that's it. You've never been smarter than us. I remember when 9/11 happened. I remember they made us write letters to politicians about the war that they started. And this is what we all said, as kids, we shouldn't be in this war. I was 8 years old, fam. We shouldn't be in this war. Fresh off Dragon Ball Z, ain't no good gonna come from this. All our soldiers gonna die for no reason. You know what all the smart adults said? These kids got autism, get the medicine, something wrong with them. What happened last year? They asked Joe Biden about that same war. With the little memory Joe Biden had left, Joe said, I don't know why we was over there, y'all. I don't know why. Mr. President, we over here. Oh, my bad. I don't know why we was over there. So because I grew up with that, I promised myself, as I get older, I'm not going to judge the next generation, like Gen Z, or whatever you call them weirdos. I am not going to judge them. They go through more than I ever had to think about. They get shot in school. When I was in school, you only had 3 things to worry about. Pedophiles. If you were a cute kid. See, some of the uglies don't know what I'm talking about. Some of y'all looking up here like, I was safe around strangers the whole time. I don't know what he talking about. We only had to worry about 3 things. Pedophiles, fires, and Bin Laden sending planes. That's all we had to worry about. These kids get shot in school, and the best solution we have is, it might be time to give teachers guns. Listen, I went to school in the Bronx. Giving teachers guns is a bad idea. Do you know how many of my classmates would have got popped if my teachers had guns? Do you know how disrespectful kids can be in school? I remember getting those brand new teachers right out of college. They still had that I'ma save the world face. First day of school, that new teacher was shaking hands. Good morning, how are you? Then that first bad kid walk up. He always got a goofy name like Gerald or something like that. Teacher tries to be nice. Good morning, and he goes, suck my dick. Then you watch the teacher's spirit die right there on the spot. You want to give them a gun now? That teacher gonna walk in that classroom with a completely different energy. Everybody get your homework on the desk. Now, get your homework on the desk. Stop crying and get your homework on the desk. And who's sucking dicks today, Gerald, huh? But their logic is, well, if you give a teacher a gun and a shooter comes into the classroom, the teacher can kill the shooter. Oh. The teacher can kill the shooter and then go back to teaching? What kind of psychopath you want teaching this class? I don't know if I want a teacher who can murder somebody in front of a class of children, then cut right back to math. I don't know if I want that. The shooter come in, the teacher's like, oh, pow! All right, kids, sweep this body up off my floor. And time for a math problem. If I had 30 bullets when I came in today, minus the 12 bullets I put in his chest. How many bullets I got left over? Gerald. Every time you visit the school, the teacher got a new teardrop tattooed on her face. The parents will be at home scared to death. Why your teacher got 3 teardrops tattooed on her face? She good at a job, Dad. I don't know what to tell you. The school's never been safer. And Gerald always does his math homework. Now, a little bit about me. I'm from Harlem, New York, right? So, yeah, appreciate that. Yep, East Side, barrio. So I was raised around Hispanic people, Dominican in particular, and I love them, however. I don't get along with Dominicans who don't like to admit that they're black. You know what I'm talking about. Especially light-skinned Dominicans. If you call them black, they act like you punched them. You're black. Papi, no. Yo, what are you flinching for? You're black. Papi, stop! Papi, please, Papi. I know black. I know black. However, they say like they own slaves right now. And as soon as you tell them, yo, but you know y'all black too. Wah, wah. Papi, I know black, Papi. I Spanish. That's a language, asshole, and you can't be a language. And I don't know if you've ever met a Dominican grandparent, but they're the blackest people alive. The blackest. If you've never seen any, allow me to describe them. Paint the picture, follow me. Close your eyes. Paint the picture. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. That's what they look like. You understand? Favorite part of that joke is watching the people who won't close their eyes. It's my favorite part. Because I don't know who hurt you, but I'm not him, okay? Now, I said I wouldn't judge the next generation. I won't. I just have a request to make. Please stop attacking my nostalgia. They fired every black supermarket character I grew up with. Uncle Ben is gone. Aunt Jemima, gone. But they did just take Aunt Jemima. They took Aunt Jemima and then told me things about her past I never asked them for. Never. I woke up, they was like, did you know Aunt Jemima was a slave? No, I didn't know that. I thought that was a nice grandma my whole life. I never knew Aunt Jemima had in her past. No idea. Take your slavery out my syrup. There's only one black person left in the supermarket. It's the cream of wheat man. And he looked nervous, y'all. He looked scared to death. Remember when he used to smile on that box? Like Obama in '08, remember that? You walk in there now, he look like a hostage on that shit. And if you look long enough, he'll talk to you. Excuse me, could you turn my box around? Listen, man, I've had this job for 500 years, okay? I was here way before the Quaker oatmeal man changed his name to Joe Biden. I was here way before that. And listen, they lying on us on the outside. They told y'all Aunt Jemima was the slave. There's only 2 slaves in these supermarkets. That's Little Debbie and the Keigling elves. You understand me? But they still got jobs, and you don't know what it's like. I'm the only black one. You don't know how racist it get in here when the lights go out. The Chef Boyardee keep whispering the N-word at me. And I keep telling him, hey man, you Italian. American white people don't think y'all really white like that. No, you don't know what it's like. And the Pillsbury Doughboy is in the KKK. How have you not noticed that by now? You don't wear all white to bake brownies. That's irresponsible. You don't know what it's like. I'm the only black one. It's just me and Tony the Tiger. But he Dominican, so he act like he don't know me. My name is Neko White. You've been amazing. Good night.
Happy to be here with you guys, man. New York City, the greatest city in the world. I was outside earlier and a man asked me for a lighter. You know, I gave it to him. Then he pulled out a crack pipe. Only in New York. It's not a good slogan to have when that happens, you know. I was kind of blown away that he would like smoke crack, you know, in front of a Whole Foods. It's a weird place. I got upset. I was like, what are you doing? He was like, what do you mean, what am I doing? He got indignant about it. I'm like, you're the asshole here. You know what I mean? I was like, I thought you were gonna smoke, you know, marijuana or tobacco. I didn't know you were gonna smoke crack, my boy, you know? He was like, man, I ain't got no shoes on. I was like, touche, that's a good point. I didn't read the room, you know what I mean? He clearly had a crack fit on, and I was like, go ahead, party, man. It's your time, you know, do whatever you want to do. You know? Also, who am I to stop him from a good time, you know? It's his life, do whatever you want to do, you know? I'm not a hater. He was also a real nice dude. He was like, thank you, brother. You want some? I was like, nah, I got shoes on. I can't. I'm not dressed appropriately, you know, for crack activities, but thank you for offering, you know? It was so sweet of him, you know? He doesn't even know me. He just offered me, you know, crack. It's nice. I'm happy to be here with you guys, man. I love living in New York. It's the best part about living here is every time you look outside, you get to see fights. You know? I saw a fight on an airplane the other day. Has anybody here ever seen a fight in the sky? See, that's why I fly Spirit. Y'all missing out, man. Spirit Airlines is the shit, bro. You guys are on Delta talking shit, you know? Like, oh, they don't even have TVs. We don't need TVs. We got alcohol and poor people. What more? Are you not entertained? It's like Jerry Springer with wings. It's the best way to fly, you know? I have some good news. I'm a new dad, which is exciting. Yeah. I left it in. Yeah, now I got duties. I left it in as a crazy thing to say. You're right, you know. I let it marinate, you know. But it's wild because I used to be outside. I was a wild boy, you know. You remember me, you know. Now I'm inside. I'm indoors. I spent my entire day today watching the movie Frozen, you know, and eating fruit snacks. I'm a changed man, you know. Then I had to go pick up my kids, you know, and it's it's an adjustment, you know. They come home talking shit like, where are my fruit snacks, Dad? I'm like, I had a long day, all right, relax. I saw somebody smoke crack today. It's a wild day, you know. My wife, when she told me she was pregnant, you know, I was a bit taken aback, you know. And I was like, all right, we're doing this, you're pregnant, we're doing this. And she was like, no, we're pregnant. I was like, I don't want to play this game. Like, she's like, no, I didn't get pregnant by myself. We're doing this together, the whole thing. I'm like, the whole thing? She's like, the whole thing. I'm like, all right. So I'll do everything with her, you know. She wants ice cream at 1 a.m. I want ice cream at 1 a.m. She gets a prenatal massage, your boy gets a massage too, you know. I have to say, guys, I love being pregnant. This shit is the best. I don't see what the big fuss is about. I love being pregnant, man. Other dads are the same way. They're like, oh, you got kids? You got to keep going. I live in New York City. No, the fuck I don't. I'm not going to jizz myself into poverty. I'm not going to do that, It's expensive. Just to have a baby here is $25K. That's the bill from the hospital. $25K just to have a baby. An epidural, $1,400 just for the epidural, When I got to the hospital, the doctor was like, hey, do you want an epidural? I was like, hey, I don't think we're going to need. I don't think we need an epidural, right, baby? She told me to shut the fuck up. It's just sad. But I got my point across, I feel like we're living in a crazy time, man. Everybody has opinions about trans people, which is crazy to me. Because trans people have always been here. They've always been here. It's never been an issue, but all of a sudden, everybody has an opinion about them. And I think it's because now, they starting to get sexy. I mean, y'all see it, Peekaboo, bad bitch alert. I see you, girl, Them 2.0s, have you seen? Oh my God, they look fantastic. Them upgrades is paying off, And people are mad about it. I see people pissed off, all these politicians on TV. Like, we gotta do something about these trans women, okay? They keep tricking me to sucking their dicks, it's bullshit. I'm tired of it, 7 weeks in a row. I'm like, damn, 7 weeks in a row? That's your girl now, Right? Stop acting like you got bamboozled, You got a type, sir, You like them sturdy, but... That's what all this bathroom fuss is about. It's like, she went in that bathroom? She needs to be in the bathroom with us, the men. I know what you're after, sir. I don't see what the big fuss is about. I met a trans lady last week. She was cool as shit. Really was. I asked her pronouns. She was flabbergasted that I would even ask. She was like, oh my God, how'd you know? How'd you know I was trans? I said, girl, we the same height. What you mean? Come on now. I know a power forward when I see one, right? She was like, I do get rebounds. I'm like, I know you do. You a hooper, I can tell, To be clear, I ask everybody their pronouns, I don't just ask you if you look suspicious. I ask My favorite people to ask are like real macho dudes. Oh, I love asking a tough guy just to fuck up his week. I just love it. They get so insecure and sensitive. Like, I'm a real boy. They turn into Pinocchio. It's so cute. I play hockey. Relax, Tyler. I get it. When I was, I want to be a good dad because when I was a kid, I didn't have good parents. My mom, true story. When I was 12, she sent me to prison. Yeah, I was part of the Scared Straight program. True story. Yeah, it wasn't just a TV show. They really sent children to prison. If you don't know what the program is, they send at-risk youth to prison to scare them out of a life of crime. The thing is, I wasn't at risk. I was in the marching band. Yeah, I was just a regular nigga in the marching band. And one day my mom just kicked in my door. She was like, hey, you going to prison, nigga? I'm like, no, what did I do? She's like, you know what you did. I'm like, I don't really know what I did. And I went to prison, true story, man. When I got there, I saw a kid that I knew. His name was Johnny. I was like, what are you doing here, Johnny? He was like, I stabbed somebody. I was like, oh, you belong here. This is your casa. Look, he was like, LeClerc, what are you doing here? I was like, me? I forgot to take the chicken out the freezer, Just birds of a feather. Look at us, just 2 peas in a pod, Johnny was a good kid. He was a murderer, but he had a good heart, He tried to get me out the program. He pulled aside one of the officers. In front of all the other inmates, he told the officer, he's like, hey man, this has been a terrible mistake. LeClerc plays the tuba. I was like, shut up, nigga, what are you doing? These murderers don't need to know that I play the tuba, Started crying immediately. It was super sad, If you haven't seen how the program works, they just line you up and all the inmates yell at you. That's how it goes. If they really like you, they'll give you a nickname, and they called me Flamingo. Yeah. I didn't know why, but apparently when I get nervous, I stand like this. I do this with my leg. Like, come over here, Big Bird. And they started calling me Big Bird. The straw that broke the camel's back is one inmate said, hey, yo, he got tuba lips. I was like, I gotta go. That's enough. I don't want to see anymore, you know. Yeah, I didn't like going to prison. When my wife had our second child, I took her out for a couples massage. Has anybody here ever made that mistake? Yeah, you did it? Don't do it. It's the worst. As soon as I got there, a man walked in. I didn't like that part. He also had like an R&B voice. He was like, what's going on, beautiful people? How y'all doing? Yeah. Yeah, my name's Damien, but you can call me Big D. I'm like, nah, I'm not doing that. Who's calling you Big D, sir, okay? This isn't the type of job for aliases, you know? He's like, this is my table, y'all go ahead, get comfortable, I'll be right back. And he started lighting candles on the way out and playing Genuine's Pony. I was like, this is inappropriate, you know? So I started blowing the candles out. I was like, I don't need your ambiance, nigga. And then when he left, you know, I'm just stuck here. It's just me and my first wife, and I have to figure out. Oh yeah, I've never been married before. That's my first wife. Yeah. Now she really is the best for now. She's great. I don't call my first wife to be disrespectful. Don't turn on me, guys, you know. I'm just trying to keep her motivated. And we, okay. Fellas, don't use that at home. You're gonna get kicked out. You just gotta. So I'm stuck here with my first wife. I have to figure out who, you know, Damien's gonna touch. And I didn't want him to touch me, you know, I just got out of prison, but I couldn't have him touch my wife. That's my first wife, you know, so I sacrificed myself for the sake of my marriage. I don't know about you guys, when I get insecure and nervous, I make small talk. When he walked back in the room, the first thing I said was, hey, no shenanigans, Damien, all right? No hanky-panky, you know? He was like, sir, what's your name? I was like, my name's LeClerc, okay? But in the streets, they call me Flamingo. And, he was like, you got nice legs, Flamingo. I was like, don't say that, please. He was like, what areas you want me to hit? I said, I don't think hit is the right word for this transaction, you know? What areas I want you to focus on? He's like, yeah, I was just focus on everything that's not covered up, right? Right? If it's covered up, don't touch it, right? He's like, yeah, but you still wearing a robe. I'm like, yeah, I know, I'm scared, but if you can start my ankles and my calves, you know, build some trust. A good masseuse will ask you if you want light, medium, or deep pressure. Not Damien. Nah, Damien started fucking me up. Killing me. And I had to say something, you know, but I can't just say anything. You know, I can't just turn around like, hey, Big D, you too deep. You blowing my back out, man. I'll just tell you. This is my first time with another man. He's into it, you know. You ever try to talk while you're in pain? It's hard to do. I finally got the courage to say something. He put extra pressure on my back while I was talking, and what came out was, is what I said. I was like, Damien. And my wife was like, what's happening? I was like, mind your business, woman. This is between me and Big D, okay? This has nothing to do with you, you know. You guys been fantastic. My name's LeClerc Andre. Have a good night. See you later. Bye-bye.
My dating life is quite entertaining, I should say. That's how you gotta look at your dating life sometimes. It's entertaining. It's entertainment. Live entertainment in your face. Like, I tend to attract a lot of the same men. I get real skinny men. I think they think we create balance. I had a guy say, get with me, we make the number 10. I know. I went, though. I did go. I wanted to, you know, see if I still got it. I was like, go on a date. You know, sometimes you just want to make sure you still got it. You want, you know, you just want to have a good time. I also get really buff men. Those guys that went to the gym, they bench press 350. They see a big girl, they're like, woo, 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 BBW. You guys know what a BBW is? Yeah. It's a porn category. Big, beautiful woman, big black woman. Whatever you decide. I don't know. It has way too many views to be this silent. Somebody watching fat bitches fuck. I don't know. Somebody watching that shit, baby. It's in the millions. It's in the millions. I I was shocked too. I was like, God damn, she just sat on him. This is crazy. Yeah, buff men, they like to do this thing like, yeah, I run the jungle, I can pick you up. I've been picked up before. It always gets quiet when I say that too. In the air, I knew it was strong because he had dreadlocks and shit. He like, ooh, I'm Tarzan. I said, oh, I'm plus size Jane, because you gotta be inclusive, you feel me? Plus size black Jane, double whammy. They made her fat and black, bitch, huh? It's okay, y'all can laugh. It's my struggle, not yours. I also attract white men. It's interesting. I know, like, yo, I'm like, woo, is this like a part of a plan? Is there a plot that I don't know about? Are you trying to get my guys back for taking your girls? What's going on? I never know if I'm a part of a plot plan or if they really like me, you know, because white men are weird when they try to holler at you. And most ladies can relate to this. They do this bounce and point thing, this. Digging the hair. They say the hair of the black girls, they don't know if it's ours or not. They don't want to be rude, you know? I'm afraid to mess with white men sometimes. I don't know, they say hello, bitch. I see myself tied up in the trunk like a rotisserie chicken. I'm like, oh girl, you gotta stop watching so much TV. Well, I am about to get out of here before I start telling you about my vagina. It's a whole nother story, bitch.
Your boy, I did jury duty. I had to do that. I learned they get mad if you don't show up. I didn't know that. I thought jury duty, I always took it as like a suggestion. You know, like, yo, you free Tuesday? Pull up, son. Come judge something real quick. I thought it was like that, so I just kept ignoring it. And then one day I checked my mailbox and they sent me a highlighted letter. The whole letter, envelope, everything, bright yellow. I'm like, y'all using new ink. I'm in trouble. This different. The rest of the letters was white. So I checked the letter, everything, the first couple sheets normal. The last page, it had in bold font with an asterisk, said, if you fail to report to this court hearing, you could face 3 to 7 years in the federal, and I just stopped reading. I'm like, I know that's jail. I'm facing hard time. 2 letters ago, y'all was asking for my help. Y'all was just asking me to come down there, and now I'm the problem? I got dressed like it was my court date. I was in there sharp, son. I had the hard bottom shoes, the one you could hear coming down the hole. No air bubble today. This is responsibility boots. I'm not messing this up. That's a wild thing to send to somebody's house. That's a threat. Just to be like, yo, we already built the jail. Somebody gotta go. It could be you or the dude we got, but somebody is going today. I went to the thing. It was suspicious because they had us in a basement. But it was like 60 plus people in one room, crammed in together, sitting shoulder to shoulder. And the thing that was weird, it was too diverse, bro. It didn't make sense. Cause they got one of each. Whatever you could be down here, everybody had to show up, that's wrong. Based on what the law says, you get judged on a jury of your peers. I was looking around, I'm like, I wouldn't hang out with like 60% of this room. This is nobody's peers. You don't know all of these people. There's not a chance. I saw a lady with the double walker, the 2-handed one. That's not my peer group, bro. Like, I play basketball. I'll cross her up. She can't guard me, son. I'm not taking it easy on you, Ruth. Guard up, bitch. Let's do this. Bop you out that walker. I don't know. I've been doing Zoom therapy. That's stupid. It's not that mental health dumb. It's just the way they don't fully tell you the truth about therapy in your bedroom on a computer. Majority of your mental health is riding on the strength of your internet connection. If anybody start buffering, you're about to cry a lot more now. The lady they set me up with was in Denver. Every week, she got slow internet. Always when the story heavy, too. I'm there crying. I'm like, nah, cuz, see, my dad, and she's frozen. I'm like, this bitch, bro. I'll finish the story next week. I'm not doing this. It's not making sense. My nephew, he got bullied. Somebody on, but hear me out. I don't count it. My sister called me up saying he getting called names on Xbox. I'm like, that come with the system. That's how you know you online for real. If you sign in, go live, and nobody called you bitch, you gotta check your router. That's you got call Spectrum if ain't nobody said nothing slurs yet. You need a slur. That's how you know you on the internet. He getting called names playing Xbox. I'm like, nobody hit him. That, like, bullying got it in person. Like, I need to not like you here. I'm in New Mexico talking shit. Unplug your computer. Why am I bothering you? Even if he did get punched, but it was only one punch, I still don't care. Yeah. A cluster of punches is too much. One punch is a character builder. Makes you a better person. You ever met a grown man who's never been hit? Not fun. He talk out of turn, he say weird stuff. Nobody ever fucking socked him one time. Too many punches is abuse. One punch is like a human hard reset button. You're like... Y'all remember back in the days when you had them big remotes and the remote don't work? You do this. The remote be like, oh shit, my fault. Whoa, my bad. What you want to watch? Shit, nah, check my battery. I'm bugging. Wow. Everything knows better after a little bit of contact. It helps, you know? Somebody hit my human reset button before. I think it saved my life. You ever catch yourself acting out of character? 9th grade, I'm cutting school. My mom ain't raised me like this. I'm cutting school, take my 9th grade girlfriend to go get Taco Bell. Come on, Taco Bell way more important than algebra, let's go. So I cut in class to go get Taco Bell with her. We in Queens, right? And this part of Queens, there's no yellow cab service. The cab service is just a miscellaneous van. And if enough people get in your van, you a cab now. That's how the cab service work. So one of these unmarked cars is speeding down the boulevard, and we crossing the street at the same time, and to order not to kill us, he like almost, we was about to be done. She screams, crying. I scream, but I caught a moment where I could like play tough in front of my high school girlfriend. She's scared, so I'm gonna cuss the cab driver dude out. I start wilding. Bitch, motherfucker, watch where the fuck you going. I kick the fender. Yeah, motherfucker, watch what you doing. Grab her hand. Yeah, girl, you know I don't play by Taco Bell. I don't play. And then out of nowhere, boom, crack me. He was not there. And then he was there. I was talking shit, while, like having a good day. And like Black Naruto, he disappeared and came back and cracked me. Instantly, all my shit was like, no. We wrong. I'm supposed to be in class, actually. My whole program changed. He hit that human reset button, back to factory settings. You are right. My mama raised me better than this, sir. I am so sorry that I almost made you hit me. I am sorry that I put my body in the street. It's helpful. I'm thinking, at this point, everybody keep talking about aliens, because like, I remember the government done gave up. I remember when the government was like, fuck it, tell them. Tell them what they gonna do, fuck it. So now all this alien information out. But here's the problem I got with aliens. They showed the visits, or the sightings, better yet. They showed where the alien sightings are. Where a lot of them happened. You're seeing sightings in Montana, Wyoming, both Dakotas. Not one in Atlanta. They never breeze by Brooklyn or nothing. They don't go by Compton. Nowhere where a lot of this face is, no alien sightings, bro. And that's like, come on. Y'all too? Deadass? Like, I could deal with Earth racism, but space racism? Because all I'm thinking is, who the fuck told y'all up there? Who told you on Nebulon to not go to Brooklyn? How the fuck did that... It just don't add up that everybody that sees an alien also drive a pickup truck. Not one Honda Civic is ever gonna see an alien. It's not happening. Take you and your stupid Nissan out of here. I don't know. Ain't it kind of funny that America was so racist that they made reading illegal for black people? Reading is already not the most fun thing. And they still was like, not you! Everybody else could be bored with books, but not you. And now, due to that fact, as a modern black man, I gotta read out of spite. I come home from a long day of fucking around. I want to play PlayStation, but now I can feel my ancestors being like, so you really not gonna pick up that book? Yo, this was fun. Andre D. Thompson, have a good night later.
I'm in a weird space right now, dog. I'm in a weird space. I've been on a little spiritual journey lately. Thank you. By spiritual journey, I mean I've just been doing my shrooms outside instead of in the living room like I usually do. I feel like a new man, dog. I'm like 3 shroom trips away from wearing a poncho outside, y'all. Feels good. Y'all do shrooms? Yes! You are doing too many shrooms, man. I love shrooms, man. That's my favorite drug right now. But I think I'm tired of the people that come with shrooms. I'm done doing it, bro. I'm tired of doing shrooms with these spiritual weirdos. You know, just white women that don't feed their kids. Every time I'm trying to do shrooms, I meet a white woman at a music festival. We go back to her house, her son just laying in the sun. I'm like, is he okay? She's like, oh, don't worry about him. The universe gives us everything we need. It's crazy, dog. I think shroom people are just weird because of the timing of their weirdness, bro. Because we all on drugs. Everybody does weird shit on drugs, you know? Like alcoholics, y'all get belligerent, start fighting people at parties. You know what I'm saying? Dudes who do meth, do karate on public transportation. But shroom people choose the weirdest time to be fucking weird. Like last time I did shrooms, it was just me and my white homie. And it was cool at first. We had our shrooms and peanut butter and jelly sandwiches because we broke. And it was cool at first. We had music playing. It was a vibe. Everything was cool, right? But then right before we took the last bite of our sandwiches, my white homie just looked at me and he was like, well, hey, brother. I hope you're ready to see who you really are. I was like, yo, what are you doing right now, bro? Why did you choose right now to start talking like a wizard, my boy? What the fuck? Everybody knows that's the #1 rule of doing psychedelics. You don't say no weird shit right before we take off. You know what I'm saying? That's like you going into surgery, sir. And then right before the anesthesia hit you, your surgeon just lean down in your ear and go like, hey, bro, we appreciate your sacrifice, brother. No, don't get up. It's okay. I had to stop doing, I'm doing shrooms because I had to stop doing a lot of I had to stop smoking weed recently. I know it's devastating. Some 16-year-old is crying in the crowd. I had to stop smoking weed though, man. I knew it was time for me to stop smoking weed because I was starting to forget what it felt like to have an emergency. Nothing's urgent when you high, y'all. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's crazy. Weed makes you way too complacent with life, bro, and that's the problem. There's certain shit you need to be in a state of fucking panic for. You know? Like the other day, I quit, but a few months ago, I smoked so much weed that my heart literally started skipping a beat, y'all. Serious, man. But instead of being an adult and going to the fucking emergency room, I was high and I tried to play it cool, so I just turned to my homie and I was like, hey, bruh, your weed got my heart doing jumping jacks. And that was supposed to scare him, make him take me to the hospital, but it kind of just sounded like I was flirting with my homie. And that's not cool. Now we both scared. You know what I'm saying? We in this room alone, my heart fluttering, your heart fluttering. I hang out with thugs, so he ain't take too kindly to that. He stood up, he was like, what you say? And this was the point in the conversation where I should have been like, hey, my bad, bro. I'm having a panic attack. Please take me to the hospital, bro. But I was still high and trying to play it cool, so what came out of my mouth was, hey, bro, I know you've been feeling what I've been feeling, dog. I never talked to him again, dog. Lost a friend and a drug that day, bro. I'm trying to figure my life out, man. I'm trying to go the conventional route. I just started therapy recently. Thank you, white women. White women love therapy. That's all you got to. If you ever want to get a white woman, just say therapy. And they're like, yes! Oh my God, healthcare. I'm excited about therapy, man. This is my second time trying to do therapy. The first time I had a white woman as a therapist, so obviously things got worse for me. I don't know, bro. I think therapy the only place we need to bring back segregation a little bit. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I just don't think a white woman from Connecticut can show me how to be a real nigga. You know what I'm saying? I don't think she got it in her, man. My therapist, she was cool. Bridget, her name was Bridget. She was... Bridget was cool. I feel like she was just overcompensating. She was doing too much. She was overcompensating because I was her first black client. So, yeah, every session just kind of felt like that Sandra Bullock movie, The Blind Side. I would come into session, she already had tears in her eyes. I'm like, what are you sad about? She would hit me with that thing where she's like, I just can't imagine what it took for you to get here. I was like, bitch, what, traffic, bro? What are you talking about? I'm not trying to get out the hood. I'm here because I got social anxiety, bitch. Stupid, man. I went and got the direct opposite this time. I went and found the oldest, blackest lady I could find for a therapy. The oldest. This lady looked like Harriet Tubman, dog. Just the oldest lady on the planet, man. I love her too, man. She don't play no games, bro. Cause she old and she black, so she don't really give a fuck about my feelings at all. She just trying to get through the day. So she just get right to the fucking problem, bro. She don't waste no time. Like when I first met my therapist this time, she didn't even say hi to me or nothing, bro. I just walked in and she looked at me and she was just like, Listen, Antonio, fucking all these astrology girls ain't gonna bring your dad back. You're right, Harriet. You're right. Somebody phone ringing? Bridget, she's here. It's crazy, man. I am working through a lot of shit. I found out a lot of stuff about me and Harriet, working with Harriet. Found out I wasn't tough this year. Y'all knew that. I feel like everybody knew that as soon as I came up here. I'm not tough, though. I'm not trying to be tough. I feel like dudes look stupid trying to be macho all the fucking time, you know? It looks dumb. Like, I was on a train the other day, and I heard these two dudes talking, and one of them stood up out of nowhere, and he was like, bro, I don't give a fuck if it's 20 or 50 niggas, I'm not running. I was like, 50 niggas? What are you talking about, bro? 20, what did you do On a Tuesday afternoon to get 20 dudes mad at you, bro. Do you know how much that, sir, have you ever seen 20 black people at one time? At a Knicks game? Good job, sir. That's the correct answer. We know you've never been to a black community, sir. Yeah, oh no, I only see them at the games. Only at the Knicks games. You ain't never been to a Jamaican party, bro? Dirty wine a little bit? You been to Jamaica 5? Stop flexing, shut up. You think you could beat up 20 dudes? Absolutely, that's the correct. Okay, you got some humanity in you, okay. Your money not gonna save you from 20 niggas, though. Not even from one, sir.
Everything was a lie growing up. We thought Diddy was safe to be around. That was untrue. He had 1,000 bottles of baby oil. That's too much. Like, how much baby oil you think you used in your whole lifetime? Right? Maybe one. Everybody's great-grandmother died, and amongst her possessions, there was one bottle of baby oil. It had that clear label, because it was old as fuck, and there was still a little bit left. You know when she got that shit? When she was born. Diddy had 1,000. That's a crazy number. 20 bottles, that's one case. Right? 10 cases, that's 200 bottles. That's a pallet. Diddy had 5 pallets of baby oil in the crib. You can't fit that in the Suburban. You gotta get a box truck for that. Like, you gotta get your cars out the driveway tomorrow. I got some shit coming in. Yeah, just back it up. Go straight. Cut the wheel. Cut the wheel. Beep, 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 beep. That's fucked up. It's too much. We had the cops. Somebody hopped the train, and the cops got on the train and shot everybody on the train. That's the wildest shit I ever heard in my life. They was like, if one person don't pay their fare, we fucking all y'all niggas up. Word up. You better make sure when you get on the train, everybody around you paid the fare, or you might get shot too, nigga. Fuck out of here. That shit's scary. You like, yo, you gotta pay, bro. Nah, go back through. They arrested the mayor. The mayor got indicted. What the fuck? The whole mayor's office. Everybody in the office was taking bribes. They said the school chancellor was taking bribes. How the fuck do you bribe a school chancellor? Right? You like, nah, don't teach these niggas nothing, bro. Hold me down. Fuck them kids. They said they was bribing the fire marshal. That's fucked up. The fire marshal? That's a crazy bribe. The cops make sense, right? You like, yo, you arrested me? Maybe you take this envelope, you're not arresting me no more. What you doing with the fire department? You like, nah, let that burn for a little bit, huh? Let that rock. I think my ex in there, hell yeah. It's too much, we gotta do something about all this crime in the city. You remember how the summer started in New York? They had a dude walking around punching women in the face. No reason. That was fucked up. Then I saw this thing on the internet. It said if you're a man who lives in New York, it is your responsibility to protect these women. You can't just let this happen. So what I would do, I would leave my comedy shows late night and I would see a woman walking by herself. And I would be like, excuse me, miss. Would you like me to follow you home? I don't know if you knew this, but there's a man out here punching women in the face. And a lot of that got to do with fragile masculinity, where a man will be rejected and subsequently become violent. So I'm gonna ask you again. Would you like me to follow you home? 2 weeks later, I found out it was me. I was the reason women was filing reports. So that's my bad, ladies. I'm sorry about that. That's why you can't listen to the internet. No more good news on the internet. No more reliable information. Like, I don't know about y'all, but every third swipe on TikTok, somebody trying to convince me I got autism. What the fuck is that? Leave me the fuck alone, TikTok. I don't have autism. I just like to count shit sometimes. That's it. The fuck? I can't have autism. It's impossible. Because I'm in my 40s. Right? Autism didn't come out till the year 2000. How the fuck would I get autism? I was already in dope. When I was little, we didn't have no autism. We didn't have no autism. We didn't have no mental illness. We didn't have none of that. All we had was nicknames. That's it. You'd be like, yeah, that's my man 3 Clicks. He got to turn the light on and off 3 times every time he come in the room. That shit is funny to us. Call that nigga 3 Clicks. Like, bro, I think that's OCD. Nah. That's OCD. He tried to spell doc one time, got the letters mixed up. That shit is funny to us. Call that nigga OCD. Like, bro, I think that's dyslexia. Nah. That's dyslexia. But she just Dominican. That's her real name, so I don't know. Her mother called her that. So. Call her Lexi sometimes. This is cool. Everybody's up here talking about dating. I'm trying to date. That shit is rough, man, because nobody likes dudes no more. That shit is played out. It's hard to just be a dude outside. You know what the hardest thing about dating, if I'm being honest, is that women's houses are mad boring. Women don't have shit to do in their houses. You ever been to a woman's house? You're like, what the fuck? It's got plants and murder mysteries. That's it. That's all they got. If you lucky, they got like a 90-year-old dog just crawling around the house. Just see some zombified dash hound crawl from under the couch. She's like, there's my Pookie. Like, yo, that nigga's dead, bro. You gotta let that nigga go. He don't want to be here no more. Like, what are you talking about? It's my Pookie. He's like, that's how he breathes. You know what's interesting about women, that they actually go to the doctor. Like, women be having mad ailments that you never fucking heard of in your life. Like, you go to a dude's house, you look in the medicine cabinet, it's like Percocets, Adderall, some fly shit, some shit you want to steal. You go to a women's medicine cabinet, you're like, what the fuck is this? She's like, oh, actually, I don't have a liver. I was born with a gerbil on a wheel. So instead of a liver, I have an actual gerbil. So this is gerbil food. I gotta take it. Every 8 hours, I gotta eat a gerbil pellet so my kidney keep working, because it's actually a gerbil on a running wheel. What the fuck is wrong with this bitch? This shit is rough. I'm in my 40s, I'm single, outside, trying to fuck. Talking to these young women, they look great. But they say crazy shit. Right? Young women say crazy shit like, I was born in 1997. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? How the fuck were you born in 1997? You was born after Biggie got shot? Get the fuck out of here. That's crazy. What the fuck is going on in here? It's hard to deal with young people, because I don't understand them no more. I always thought when I got this age that I'll be like a mentor to the youth. I'll be able to like relate some of my life experiences and help guide them, you know, in their life's path. Then I saw this dude in his 20s wearing Crocs in the snow. And I was like, nah, these niggas got to die, bro. They not gonna make it. We gotta euthanize them. We gotta get them off this planet. They are not gonna survive. Here's something I learned recently about young people. I learned young people don't eat hot dogs no more. They call them glizzies, and they laugh at you if you eat them. And I didn't know that. I didn't find that out till I went to a hot dog stand. Got 2 hot dogs, one with ketchup and onions, one with sauerkraut and mustard. I was switching it up, doing some different shit. Took a bite of my hot dog, and all I heard was, nah, chill, son, this nigga eating a glizzy. And I looked up, and there was a whole high school worth of teenagers just laughing at me, pointing and shit, just thousands and thousands of teenagers. As far as the eye could see, they had their phones out. They recorded me, uploaded me on the internet, got me eating hot dogs on Boomerang, like, oh. Like, what the fuck is going on right now? I was mortified. Because I don't care who you are, how old you are, how tough you are, what you've been through. When a bunch of teenagers makes fun of you, that shit hurts, bro. You be like, yo, stop! Leave me alone! Where are your parents? Get out of here! That shit sucks. But here's the thing about me. I'm from Brooklyn. I was born in Brooklyn, raised in Brooklyn, went to high school in Brooklyn. So I know how to deal with this situation. Because you only got 2 choices at this point. You either gonna get bullied for the whole rest of your life by these teenagers, or you're gonna address the situation right here, right now. So that's what I did. I went up to the main teenager, the alpha teenager. I went right up to him, and I shot him. I killed him right there in front of all his friends. Started pointing the gun at the other teenagers, like, get the fuck out of here. Suck my dick, little niggas. The fuck you think this is? I'm 43 years old. You can't call me a glizzy gobbler. What the fuck is that? I don't even know what that is. But you can't call me that. You can't call me that and make it to graduation, motherfucker. You gotta pick one. All right, you guys have been great. Thank you so much. I'm Simeon Goodson.
Thank you for coming to the show, sir. You look like you did something evil today. Like you raised the price of insulin. That was when you came here. How's it going? That's what I like to do. My name's Ashton. Happy to be here. I'm happy to be here, but I'm ready to go. I ain't gonna lie. You ever have an Uber driver talk so much, they drain your social battery? They drop you off, you be like, man, take me back home, nigga. I'm ready to go. You done talk my whole ass off. I'm ready to go already. It's been a weird year, I think. 2024, I've seen Drake's dick. That's not good. That's not a good thing. We've all seen Drake's dick. We all, my mom, I didn't even want to see it. My mama texted me the picture. She was like, you seen this shit? She's like, why you ain't let me know? I would have been listening. I was like, I had to watch 6 Meg Thee Stallion twerk videos to wash that shit out my eyes. I was like, please, what? This boy dropped dick and was like, Kendrick, yo move. You drop something. Okay, all right. I love rap. I could never be a rapper. If I rap, I would rap under the name Lil Nervous. They'd be like, bust a freestyle. I'd be like, nah, I can't right now. I'm a little nervous. I'll text you the lyric. All right. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'll be quite honest. I'm still listening to Kanye. I haven't stopped listening to Kanye. I'll be real. But I have started listening to more crazy people on the streets. I don't want to miss out on the next musical genius. I'm like, Next person I catch in the streets, you the Jews, you got $1. I'm be like, no. You got a SoundCloud? I can get you $1. Rap is funny to me, man. There's a local rapper back home in Houston. I shouldn't even tell y'all where it is because y'all gonna Google this after. But he has the worst rap name I've ever heard in my entire life, okay? Brace yourself. It is the worst rap name I've ever heard, okay? His government name is Ray Peterson. This fool, I don't know, for some reason, started rapping under the name Ray P. Y'all, he goes by Ray P the rapper, and he don't understand why nobody want to listen to his music. Ain't nobody listening to the Ray P EP, dog. That's not happening. I'm not putting that shit in my CD. And he know it's bad too, because he was like, what if I change it? What if I go by Lil Ray P? Dog, that's not much better. We'll switch gears. Now that that's out of the way. New York, what's up? I love New York. I love New York. I'm from Texas. I don't know why I said it. I'm from Texas. Y'all got a weird ass mayor. You do need to change your mayor. I feel like Eric Adams became mayor just to get better pictures for his Hinge account. Like, he's not like a real mayor. I feel like people complain to him. They be like, "Hey man, it's like a housing crisis, right?" And he'd be like, "I love house music." Beyonce's album was incredible, actually. I feel like if we're not gonna give homeless people housing, we could at least give them like AirPods or something. Anybody? Just me? Okay. I'm the only one coming up with ideas here? All right. Hear me out. First off, I'll be walking down the street. I'll be talking to myself. Don't nobody say shit to me. I got AirPods in. I feel like we can give homeless people their dignity back. Help them out. They going through like a schizophrenic episode in the streets. Cops usually like want to tase them or to shoot them or some shit. We can help them. Next time you see a homeless person having an episode, you'd be like, they'd be like, my room is telling me secrets. You'd be like, sir, are you okay? They could be like, I'm on the phone. I am rude. Anyway, like I was saying, before I was so rudely interrupted, Ayanna Grande murdered JFK. She did that. That was her. You hear me, Jack? What a world. We had a lot of fucked up shit happen. It's a lot of messed up things, Last year, I don't know if y'all know this, there was a Supreme Court decision. It's now legal to discriminate. You can legally discriminate against gay people in businesses. Did y'all know that? Y'all remember that? That was a whole Supreme Court decision that happened last year. You might want to catch up. Any gay people here? Get out. Get out. I can legally do this. Get out. For some reason, this is okay, I guess. No, that's crazy. I just wanted to do that. I'm sure that's the worst that law has been used. No. Lost affirmative action last year. That was wild. Set black people back. Helped Asian people out, apparently. Made us beef. I don't like that. I don't like black people and Asian people beefing. That's not good. We got too much in common. We share too much culture. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know. Rush Hour. Rush Hour 2. We can't let this separate us. We can't let these petty grievances. And black people love Asian people. Y'all don't know how much black people actually love Asian people. Y'all really don't. Y'all don't know how many black girls I know named China. Like 3, that's a lot. That's enough. That's enough to notice. No. We'll be good though. We got Joe Biden. We're fine, People get mad because he's old. Fuck y'all. I like that Joe Biden is old. I think that's, LeBron James is the oldest in the league. We don't give him nowhere near as much shit as we give Joe Biden. I'll say it. I'll say it. Joe Biden is the LeBron James of presidents. That's, you can quote me. We do give him so much shit for being old. That's not fair. It's a little impressive. Okay, set your future and your well-being aside. Like, if you don't think about that part of it, you ever see an old man compete in a marathon? You're like, that is impressive. Okay. Okay, good for him. That seems hard. I'm just saying, he's so old. He makes me look at my grandparents like they're not doing nothing with their lives. Like, I'll be looking at my Meemaw disappointed as hell. I'll be like, really, Meemaw? Really? You just go sit there and die in hospice? Okay. Okay, I'm not saying nothing. I'm just saying Joe Biden is dying in the White House right now. It's kidding. Y'all know my grandma's last words? Her last words? She leaned in, she pulled me close. She was like, Ashton. I was like, huh? She said, fuck them nurses. And then she died. She was like, fuck them the Bye. Thank y'all. Appreciate it.
I'm older. I know y'all can't tell because black don't crack. But right, so I'm older. Like, I have a 31-year-old. Fuck that. Anyway, right? So my friends are passing away and like for nothing. Like for nothing. These motherfuckers taking a nap. You know what I'm saying? I am from Brooklyn in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? They used to get shot. Like this motherfucker, they dying from hypertension and diabetes. This is crazy. Motherfucker take a nap. My friend's just passing away, and so now I'm realizing we're living in a dash, right? There's a birth date, and then there's a death date, and the dash is all this shit, right? And I'm like, oh, I want to do so much stuff in a dash. So I'm in Scotland, and and I'm walking around, and my damn Wi-Fi is spotty, but I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. So I'm walking around the rich parts of Scotland because I just feel the queen in me. My last name is McLean. I know this, like, some of these motherfuckers is my peoples. You know what I'm saying? Some of these, your daddy people. You know what I mean? Your daddy people. But you fuck with your mother family, really. Your daddy people, you act like them sometimes. Okay, anyway. So I'm in Scotland, right? I'm walking around. I see this guy, and he is gardening. And I'm like, yeah. So I go into his garden, right? I go into his garden. I'm talking to him about hydrangeas and shit. I just saying stuff to chat him up. He had bad teeth. He was tall, but he was, white. And I was like, this is going to be great because he invited me to his flat. It was in a rich place. He was like, I have this flat, and if you come up, you'll see the great, skyline of Scotland. And I was like, all right, cool. So I went up there, walked 300-old staircase. It was so amazing. And I'm thinking to myself, like, if he kills me, this will be the best shit ever. You know what I'm saying? My friends are dying from taking a nap. Like, I would be in Scotland at a strange man's house. Maybe he'll behead me. You know what I'm saying? I would be so famous. In Scotland, they would name Fringe after me. They'd be like, Fringe Onika Festival and shit. I stuck my head out his window thinking like he would behead me. Nothing happened. He just kept explaining fucking Scotland. He gave me a recipe for haggis. I said, shit. I kept saying, I got vagina under these pants. That's like I said. I said, how did I get so old? I'm not in danger. You can age out of rape. Did you know that shit? I'm in a strange man's house in a strange land. I'm safe as shit. How am I safe? This is crazy. I walked down them fucking stairs. I was pissed. I said, nothing happened. No abduction. You know that shit? I'm tired of paying my bills. Nobody took me, nothing. Just, damn. Just went home. That was crazy. It was a fucked up experience. I said, how did I get safe? This is crazy. And I know because I don't Kegel. I should Kegel, but I don't Kegel. I just don't like the pelvic. I just don't do it. And the only time I do it is when I hear the word Kegel. And when I hear it, then I'll do it, right? All the men like, what is she talking about? It's like lifting your pelvic floor up. Oh, it's like a pussy pull up. It's like a pussy pull up, and I could do it, but I don't do it until I hear the word Kegel, and then I do it, and then I'll be like, why are you not Kegeling? You don't have to go to the gym to Kegel. You could just fucking Kegel. I have peed on myself once or twice, but I should Kegel. It's because my bladder is connected to my Wi-Fi, but as soon as I gotta go home, I'm like, God damn, shit. I could be Kegeling. Are you Kegeling? How many? I know, right? Like 20. You're like, God damn, you're trying to do double time. I see your forehead, like, okay. Shit. I just Kegel, but I don't Kegel. I'm just happy to be a black woman at this time because I feel like the whole world is kissing our ass. You know what I'm saying? They know about the Crown Act. Y'all know so much. It's so great. It feels like being a white man. Like for one time, I'm still talking about reparations. Nobody wants to talk about the reparations conversation, but I feel like we should get reparations. I'm African American. I feel like now we're doing people of color, we're doing all kinds of shit, but I think we should get our shit first. Like we should get, if there's a reparations stat, like what the fuck? And I said that online, and this guy was like, you weren't a slave? Bitch, I'm a woman in America. Yes, the fuck I am. I'm still dating now. I'm divorced, but I'm dating. It's crazy. As soon as you meet somebody, you gotta sit up there. Hi, good morning, queen. How you doing? Good morning. Now I got a new job responding to this asshole. I just wanted to get a free drink. Now I got it every morning. Well, good morning, queen. I text you this morning. Every morning? God, Jeremy, shit. In my DMs, it's a sonnet. You know what I'm saying? In my DMs, the motherfucker's like, oh my God, the breast hair comes through your. You're like, my what? This is crazy, Roger. You're married. Married men are so charming. What's wrong with them? They never say no. What's wrong with y'all? Get out of here. What is wrong with you? Get your ass out of here. I love my wife, but I like the shit out of you. What? What is wrong with your poor wife? And she's gonna sit up there and, have a whole post to my loving husband with his kind eyes. And his deep pockets, bitch. And his deep pockets. All right. I wanna do sprinkle, sprinkle. You know the sprinkle, sprinkle lady? Oh my God. Woo, I did it all wrong. You know what it is? I mismanaged my vagina in the 90s. That's what happened, and now I had no idea. I had no idea that vagina was so valuable. The younger it is, the more valuable it is. It's like Epstein built an island, right? It wasn't for 40-year-olds. It wasn't for 40-year-olds, Could you imagine if he built it for 40-year-olds? We'd be like, you ain't gonna be fucking me every day. Where's my shows? I gotta get chips. I mismanaged my vagina. I didn't know. You had to wait for your frontal lobe to develop. I was already married. I had 2 kids before my frontal lobe developed. I was special needs. I didn't know you had to wait for your brain. Nobody told me that shit. I was in community college. They was like, you don't really have your brain. Really, bitch? I don't have capacity. This is bullshit. I would like my vagina back. My name is Onika McLean. Thank you.
Finally coming down from the Drake-Kendrick beef. This was insane. I've never seen a beef like this in my life. I love hip hop. I've never seen anything so personal. Bro, Kendrick went after Drake's parents, friends, kid, secret kid. I thought he was gonna drop another track like, fuck your dog too, nigga. Fuck your houseplants. Fuck that bird that hangs out on your windowsill. Jesus Christ. Remember the 90s when rappers were nice and just shot each other? I can take a bullet. A bullet doesn't go, you're a bad father. I can live with a wound. Here's where Drake fucked up, is he forgot he's Canadian. And Kendrick is American. And Americans, we overreact to things. The start of this entire country was an overreaction. The British were like, we're raising the price of tea a little bit. And then we were like, I'm gonna kill every person in the UK. It was like, damn, nigga, fuck. It's Earl Grey, is it worth it? That's why rap's my favorite genre of music. It's the only genre that has diss tracks, just hot gossip on the record. Mwah. I wish other genres embraced that. No other genre does it. You never listen to jazz like, fuck you and your mama, dun, dun, gonna pull out the chopper. Like, that doesn't happen at all. I want other genres to embrace it. It would make a more interesting world. Just imagine Beyonce calls Taylor Swift a bitch-ass nigga. The war that would ensue would put Israel and Palestine to shame. You think January 6th is bad? Wait till Swifties murder Joe Biden. Speaking of which, there are a lot of campus protests going on. I don't know how old we are. Do we have any people at the campus protests? That was a slight wave. Gaza's mightiest soldier. Yeah. No, that's cool. Where do you go to school? Get her. No, I'm kidding. I work for the IDF, nigga. Surprise. No. I support the protests. I like it. You know, I wish those were going on when I was in college, just because, like, I didn't get invited to a lot of parties, and it's just such a great excuse. You know, I was like, were you at Jake's last night? It's like, you know, I got invited, but you know, Palestine, you know, got to be there for my boys. It's just, my only problem with these campus protests is that so many of them are happening at places like NYU, Brown, Columbia, you know, smart people colleges, which is cool, but like, what about dumb people that care, you know? We're a big part of every movement. I just want one campus protest that happens at the online University of Phoenix, like, just to represent the majority of the population. Someone comes out like, our demands are defund Israel, and if someone could give me my password login, I haven't been to school in 3 semesters. As a man who attends an online university, I too know what it's like to be trapped with no better options. Yeah, there's a lot of tension around Israel and Palestine. I feel like it's because Israel and Palestine, it's a conflict that involves a lot of history, right? And as Americans, we hate history. It's so bad. Dude, the way they teach history in America, this is how American history gets taught. They're like, all right, the Pilgrims came over, they met the Native Americans, they had a nice little meal. Then the Native Americans went on vacation or something. Whatever, nigga, they'll be back. Don't worry about it. Blah, 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 Civil War, Lincoln freed the slaves. I don't even know how them niggas got here. But they free now, you're welcome. Blah, 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 9/11, now we're here. Depending on where you are, they don't even like when you ask questions in history class. Where I went to school in Florida, they acted like the mob when you ask questions. Remember, I was in there just slowly raising my hand, like, what happened in Vietnam? Why? You trying to snitch, motherfucker? What you gonna do? Tell the Chinese you wearing a wire? I'm getting older now. I'm 31. That's about the energy level for us. Woo! It's not bad, 31. It's not great, but it's not bad, you know. I feel like, you know, when it comes to aging, the only thing I really care about is looking worse. That's all that matters. My insides could be fucking jello. I don't give a shit, as long as this is okay. But I get nervous about aging. This might work for you. This is what I do when I get nervous about looking older is take a deep breath, I go online, and I Google white people my age. And I'm just like, oh, honey, we're fine. What? Baby, life has just begun. What were we so worried about? It's not that different getting older. I feel like only a few things have changed now that I'm in my 30s. One is that the women in my life are getting pregnant on purpose. And that's a change. And I know it's on purpose too, because every woman I know has an IUD, and brother, IUDs are strong. Like, Jesus could not be born today. Not at all. God would try that immaculate conception shit. IUD's like, not my uterus, nigga, LeBron! It's even shaped like Jesus' natural predator, just like, stay away. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I'm like traumatized from growing up in the South. Whenever I picture an IUD, it's just sitting at the top of the uterus with a shotgun looking at my sperm. Now, why don't you go back the way you came? We don't like your kind around these parts, what? I feel like the other thing that's changed is like when you hit 30, the universe just gives you a random hobby. Because like your body thinks you have kids, even if you don't. It's like, I need to be putting a lot of attention into something. And you just get a hobby, and you don't get to choose what it is. All right? I got rock climbing. A little autistic, but we can make it work, you know? Brother, I love white sports. I've done it all. Crew, lacrosse, squash, pickleball. I know about pickleball. And it's not even because I enjoy it. I do, but the real pleasure is just the fear in white people's eyes when you show up as a black guy to a sport they thought you didn't know about. Oh, it's so good. Bro, I feel bad for white athletes. They're running out of spaces. Like, for real, we're taking it all. Bro, I remember I was watching basketball. I watch international basketball sometime. I was looking at the Norwegian basketball team. It was 5 black dudes. There are 5 black people in Norway. And we all start. That's insane. I think that's why gentrification exists as revenge, you know? Every time there's a new black snowboarder, they're like, all right, we're taking another block in Harlem. I think that's why the Guinness Book of World Records exists. That book has the most esoteric list of physical accomplishments. It's like affirmative action for white athletes. I saw this. It was the longest boat ride down a moving body of water whilst in a gourd. I'm like, yeah, that's what you have to do when you can't make it on the Knicks. Like, what have black people not heard about gourds? I don't know. Fuck. Yeah, you don't get to choose what your hobby is. My friend didn't get as lucky as me. He got bird watching. Oh, he tried to hide it too. But he couldn't keep it inside. We were walking together, and then he points up at this tree, and he's like, "Oh look, it's a yellow-bellied warbler." I'm like, "Excuse me, why do you know that bird's government name?" It's pigeon, not pigeon. I don't know, why I'm shitting on him. You know, he's not hurting anybody. He's just perving out on some birds, you know? It's weird, too, because I think of myself as an accepting guy. Like, I've had so many friends come to me and open up about everything. They're like, oh, I'm a furry, I'm polyamorous, I'm gay, I'm trans. And I'm just like, it's okay, you do you. And all my friends said to me is, I like birds. And I was like, nigga, gay? Should have been trans, bro. Would have been a lot nicer to you. Yeah, I do work at the Daily Show, which means I have to watch the news for work. And I watch the news live, like a pervert. And it feels wrong. And I don't know. Do we have any foreigners in the room? Yeah? Work on your cardio. Because I was watching the news, and they were talking about mass shootings. You never know. And here's the thing. This is the fun part. Here's the thing. I'm from, again, like I said, the deep South, gun country. And these people never blame guns for anything. And it was the same thing on the news. They were like, the reason we have so many mass shootings in this country, it's not because of guns, it's because of rap music. Hip hop is inspiring the youth to go out there and commit atrocities. And I'm sitting on my couch like, brother, have you heard modern rap? These are the softest niggas on earth. Bro, the biggest rapper on earth is Drake. I don't know about you. I am not scared of a mass shooter inspired by Drake, okay? And I'm not coming at you like some alpha, all right? I grew up on a cul-de-sac, but if a Drake-inspired shooter came in this room right now, I could shut that shit down with a hard stop it. And he'd just be like, I don't know what I'm doing outside. And light skin his way out of the room. We weren't able to start. He already dropped the gun from his overly moisturized hands before the carnage could begin. Because I don't know, dude, like rap's different now. It's not the 90s anymore. Everyone's on Xanax and in therapy. Who else? You know, J. Cole, another popular rapper. One of J. Cole's biggest songs is called Wet Dreams. And it's about him trying not to cum in his pants. That's the new ISIS I'm supposed to be scared of. And motherfucker's like, everybody get on the floor. Really? The Kanye shooter? That one sounds scary when you say it. But to be fair, if you can't escape during the 45-minute rant he does before he starts shooting, that's on you. All right? You had time. All right, you guys have been fun. Enjoy the rest of the show. Bye.
So, fun fact about me, for 2 years, I did comedy at Rikers Island. Y'all know Rikers Island? Yes. Not as an inmate. Let me start over. I'm sorry. Let me start over. So I was a part of this art therapy program in Rikers Island, which is an infamous prison in the Bronx. I was the only female comedian that went up there and told the jokes to the audience. I was there twice a week, every Tuesday and Thursday. And every Tuesday and Thursday, I would look in the audience, and I would see at least 5 niggas I used to fuck with. And that's when I realized I was the problem, bitch. I'm the problem. I'm like, oh, this is why you ain't call me back. Okay. So I went and got therapy, y'all. That shit is expensive. My first therapist I found on Groupon. Word. I'm telling him my life story. He's like, Eva, go home and take a nap. Drink some ginger ale. I'm like, word? Schweppes helps with anxiety? What? I didn't know that. Then I finally met a good therapist. She was good. And then she quit. I was with her for 3 years and she quit last February. I'm like, why you quitting? You're such a good therapist. She was like, Eva, I just gotta find myself. I gotta figure out who I am. I'm like, okay, bitch, I wish I knew it was the blind leading the blind in this motherfucker. Word. I was using you as my GPS, bitch. I didn't know you was lost too. That's crazy. That's wild. When she left, she was like, you should get a support animal, an emotional support animal. I think that will help you. I'm like, bitch, ain't you supposed to refer me to one of your colleagues? Not send me to the pound? I'm not. Right. So I got a Yorkie. Cutest little thing in the world. She's mad cute. So when I was shopping around for an emotional support animal, someone tried to sell me a Chihuahua. Right, could you imagine a Chihuahua helping with your life problems? There's gotta be like a 90% chance of suicide with that. Real shit. Real shit. I swear to God, Chihuahuas are the only Mexicans I don't fuck with, bitch. That's where I draw the line. But I'm from Jamaica originally, and my mother, you know, she's from Kingston, Jamaica. She don't know nothing about no therapy. My mom was like, just talk to Jesus. Jesus will help you. I'm like, Ma, I need some hands-on help with the shit I'm doing. You feel me? I need a doctor in this motherfucker. I don't know if the main character from your favorite book will be much help. I don't know. I need a doctor. Should I go to Harry Potter for my pap smears, bitch? And it's so crazy, because when I do that bit in the South, they get tight, they get mad. This one lady came to me after the show, she was like, you don't like God? I said, bitch, what show was you at? I ain't say that. This is my thing. I don't fuck with religion, because religion is just, there's too many motherfucking rules. You know what I'm saying? It's just too many rules, man-made rules. None of that shit ain't got nothing to do with God. And let me tell you why. Because people pick and choose what part of religion they want to fuck with. One of my homegirls is a devout Christian and a proud lesbian, married to a beautiful woman. They have a beautiful marriage. Me and my homegirl, right, we out having lunch with her wife. We had a Jamaican restaurant. She's like, Eva, what should I get? I said, get the jerk pork. That shit is good. She's like, Eva, I can't eat pork. The Bible clearly says not to eat pork. I'm like, bitch, did you not flip the page? Right, that's why you stop reading, right there, at pork. Okay. Right, because there's some more shit you shouldn't be eating, you feel me? Yeah. Pussy's top 5. Pussy's top 5. For sure. My sister, she married a Muslim man, converted to Islam. And she was telling me, she's like, you know, you're so beautiful and single. You should come down to the mosque and meet a nice young man. I'm like, girl, what about this is giving mosque, okay? You're like, the fuck is you trying to get me jumped, bitch? What you trying to do? I had to explain to my sister that you gotta understand, you and I live two completely different lives. I said, you read the Quran, I fuck niggas named Quran. Okay? Very different lives, shorty. Let's get that straight. I be turning down religious gigs too. I turn that shit down. It be good money, but I'm good. Because first you gotta do clean comedy. I'm like, I'm not doing no clean comedy. I turned down a bat mitzvah the other day. And not because no anti-Semitic shit. I just feel like, I don't know, I just feel like Jewish people would be like a tough crowd. You know what I'm saying? Real shit, because these are the same niggas that saw Jesus turn water into wine and was unimpressed. Now, I'm a funny bitch, but I don't have no joke that can top that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go in there and bomb. You want me to bomb and this nigga? That sound like a hate crime, nigga. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Not at all. You know what's so crazy? I've been single for a while, y'all. Maybe I should turn to God. I don't know. Maybe he has an answer. You know what it is? I feel like my husband is in the South. I've been looking in the wrong place. He's not in New York City. I checked twice, bitch. He not here. He not here. He in the South waiting for me to figure shit out. Southern men, they just approach women very differently. You know what I'm saying? I was in Houston, and this guy tried to talk to me. He's like, excuse me, miss, can I have a moment of your time? I was like, nah, I'm good. He's like, well, you have a blessed evening. Right. I was like, oh, what a gentleman this one. Maybe I should give him some pussy. He's so nice. Same scenario, Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn, where I live at. Yo, Ma, let me talk to you. Nah, I'm good. I didn't fuck you then, bitch. Stupid ass hoe, broke ass thought. The more he kept going, the more accurate it got. I'm looking around like, who told this nigga my business? This nigga described me to the T, bitch. So I ended up fucking him since he knew me so well. My mother be trying to give me dating advice all the time. She's like, oh, you know what you should do? I'm like, Ma, please, okay? First of all, you used to fuck with my father, okay? Okay, I'm not taking any advice you have. And you kept his baby, so clearly you made poor decisions, shorty. My gay cousin, Andrew, who's like my best friend, he always has advice for me. He's like, Eva, the problem with you is you are closed-minded. You need to open up your heart, open up your mind. You need to try to date a bisexual man. I said, no, I'd rather die alone. And let me tell you why. Ain't nothing to do with homophobia. No. I just don't take constructive criticism well. You know what I'm saying? I just imagine, you know, me and my bisexual boyfriend, we intimate. I'm giving him head, and he tapped me on the shoulder, like, you know what, baby, let me show you what I usually do. Step aside, let me show you my go-to move. Oh, fuck out of here. I ain't that progressive. Fuck out of here. I will say this, though. I miss my sugar daddy. May he rest in peace. I ain't kill him. Hey, the thing with having a sugar daddy, when we used to go out, we got mixed reactions. Men used to always give him the thumbs up, the fucking salute, head nod, all type of shit. All type of props. Women are the biggest haters on planet Earth. They would see me and just give me the look of disgust. Kind of how she's looking at me now. And I think it was because they assumed I was fucking this old guy. You know what I'm saying? But what they don't understand is when you're fucking an older guy, and I'm talking about older, they come with memory problems. You know what I'm saying? I use that to my advantage. Every time my sugar daddy asked me for pussy, I used to be like, no, remember we fucked twice today, remember? Back shots and everything, it was good, remember? And the thing with men, they don't ever like to admit that they don't remember shit. They will play the fuck along, bitch. So he used to be like, oh yeah, I remember, I tore that ass up. Oh yeah. I remember. I'm like, yes, you did. I'm so proud of you, baby. I'm proud of you. This one lady stopped me. She's like, you should be ashamed of yourself. That is somebody's grandfather. I'm like, first of all, bitch, mind your business, okay? Because he prefers to go by Pop Pop. Thank you. Thank you. Respect his pronouns. Thank you. But don't get me wrong, though. I don't discriminate. I take money from young men, too. Oh, yeah. About like 3 years ago, I was fucking with an NFL player. That was, yeah, it was lit. I'm not gonna hold you. He was doing everything that you would expect. You know what I'm saying? He was flying me out, paying bills, cheating, regular shit. regular shit. The one day he calls me, he's like, Eva, I can't keep sending you money. I'm like, wrong number. No, I was like, he was like, Eva, you gotta understand, I'm the first in my family to make it out the hood. I'm the first in my family to make it to the league, and they all dependent on me. And I was like, okay, I hear you. But I told him, I said, baby, you gotta understand something about me. I'm the first in my family to fuck an NFL player. And they depended on me too. So, we both out here making Black history, baby.
Where the bad bitches at? Bad bitches make some motherfucking noise! We got some bad bitches in the audience tonight. Can I let y'all know a little secret? I'm terrified of bad bitches. I asked at the start of all my sets so I can identify the threats. A friend of mine told me he's been trying to catcall women more respectfully. Here's my impression of a guy catcalling respectfully. Thank you. That was a guy catcalling respectfully. You can't do it. Catcalling respectfully is like trying to suck toes platonically. Like, give me them piggies, my nigga. I do gotta be honest with y'all, though. I try to live by the golden rule. I try to treat others the way I want to be treated. The problem with that is, I got catcalled recently. That is how I want to be treated. I remember exactly what they said. I was walking down the street and somebody shouted, "Hey, boy, is that dick fat too?" I was so flattered, I ignored the two. I just said yes. Who's asking? I have been losing weight. I'm actually down about 70 pounds since the start of last year. Thank you. It's been an interesting journey, man. Like, when I first started trying to lose weight, it was hard for me because I didn't have good internal motivation. Like, my first reason why I wanted to lose weight is my best friend told me he thinks I look like Peter Griffin in blackface. So I went to the gym to find a new best friend. The cool thing about losing weight, though, is you don't have to know why you want to do it when you start. You can just start, and you'll figure it out as you go. I noticed that even across, like, a session at the gym, my motivation gets, like, way more intense. You know what I'm talking about? It's like, oh, look at you go, stud. You got this, stallion. Everybody at this gym wants to have sex with you. And like 45 minutes later, it's like, you owe it to your mom to watch her die. Y'all are funny. I like y'all. Y'all a goofy crowd, man. I'm tired of trying to speak truth to power. I want to speak lies to idiots. My ideal set is me yelling shit like, Adolf Hitler was a black man. A little bit more about me. My name is Dorian DeBose. I was born and raised in the state of Kansas. Who can relate? Being born and raised in Kansas just means I was raised around a lot of white people. And, it was I don't know, man. I hear people say shit like, I always felt like I was too black for the white kids and too white for the black kids. Have you ever considered that maybe your vibe was just terrible? I don't know, I think it's impossible to be too black for suburban white kids. I grew up around a lot of wiggers. You know what, you're right. That's their word. I should not use that word. I apologize. I grew up around a lot of Afro-Saxons. A lot of Robert De Nigros, if you will.
A lot of white boys trying to put me on to Drake. I've been trying to get back into rap music. I don't know. Like, all I ever listen to now is really sad music. Where my Sufjan heads at? If you cried the big thief this week, make some noise. I think that makes me a really sad person. Like, all day, all I hear is, I'm fucked up, I suck shit, everybody hates me. I'm like, why do I feel so glum? I must not be getting enough sun. I think I would like rap more if Jay-Z told us what the 99 problems were. Like, problem 54, my tummy hurts. Problem 68, I like dogs, I don't love dogs, ho. I've actually been working on an impression if you guys want to hear it. Okay. This is my impression of Gay Z. This is Gay Z. Yeah. I'm not a fuck boy, I fuck boys. I think that was Gay Z. I also have a gay Macklemore. Yeah, when I was 12, I thought I was gay because I was gay. I am a bisexual man, who cares? I was bisexual in the state of Kansas. This meant I was a fucking hero. Now I'm bisexual in Bushwick, Brooklyn. This means I'm straight and it sucks. I've been struggling to date men lately. It's really hard for me. Like, men like to invite me on like a lot of weed dates. You know about a weed date? Is you go to their house, you smoke some weed, and you feel out the vibe. The problem is weed makes me anxious. So I know what the vibe is going to be. The vibe is gonna be, I take 2 puffs, I'll lock myself in your bathroom, I'll start writing apocalyptic slam poetry, and then I pass out because I forgot to breathe. How you like that, baby boy? You like how daddy gassed his forehead hitting your counter on the way down? I'm sorry for calling myself daddy in that last joke. I don't like to be called daddy during sex. I don't like most of the things anybody's ever tried to call me during sex. With like one exception. One time I was about to come and the person said, yes, governor. And I like that a lot. Turns out I'm cool with the power dynamic, I just want to be elected. Fuck did you come? Can I have your vote? All right, y'all, I've been Dorian the Buzz. You take care.
I love this city. I'm not from New York City. I moved here from a third world country. It's called Tampa, Florida. You guys ever been out there before? Anybody from the South? Yes? Go ahead, yeah. Come on, pull that gun out. Show them how we get down, man. Everybody makes fun of the South. Everybody makes how wild the South is, but no one ever talks about how wild New York City is. It's a wild place, right? It's crazy what we live in. You ever describe what happens here? It doesn't happen anywhere else in the world. On a regular day, you can find a man butt naked at 10 o'clock in the morning, just running through a Starbucks, terrorizing everyone at Starbucks. No one's gonna say anything at Starbucks. Just gonna be 4 people trying to dodge a naked man, order their car. Ah, is he gone? Good. Can I get a mocha latte? Oh, he's coming back again. And you be like, call the police. Like, no, he's a part of this community. We're fine. It's a staple here, man. In my life, I never made a child in my life. I have no kids, which is rare for my skin complexion. I have no kids at all. And it's okay to laugh at that. I know I look like I got kids. I thought I had 2, but I backed out of there. You know what I'm saying? Come on, bro. Sometimes you got to do it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to do it. If I could be honest, my biggest fear in life is becoming a father. That's my biggest fear, man. I think I might be a bad dad. I was a horrible godfather for a long time, but I got better. My godson, he's 16, but when he was 3 years old, he had a severe speech impediment. And I thought it was my fault. That's how bad I was. I thought it was 30% my fault. His parents are Marines. They asked me to watch him for the summer. I was like, yeah, I'll do anything for this boy. They go, just to let you know he's nonverbal. I was like, even better. I know he's not going to talk back to me. You know what I'm saying? So what we did the whole summer was watch the Rise of the Planet of the Apes every single day. I was like, they're not talking. He's not talking. Maybe they can communicate, you know? Like, whoop, whoop, whoop. I was like, what is he saying? Are they talking? I don't know. And he was 3, so he started doing what they were doing. Like, whoop, whoop. I was like, oh, they're communicating. Oh, my God, he's talking. He's verbal. Problem was we went out in public with him. That was our biggest mistake. Now, let me describe what he looks like. He was a short, blonde-haired, blue-eyed white child. And not a problem like in the northern states. Like up here, when you see a black or brown person walking with a little white child, nobody thinks anything is wrong. It was okay, regular African or Caribbean nanny. Like, these people working again, wow, this baby's getting coached. Look at little Tom Hanks' son. Look at him, right? Little Chet Hanks, little white boy with a Caribbean accent. This is great. In the South, when you see a black person walking with a little white child, everyone thought I kidnapped this white child. It's like, excuse me, that kid lost? That's my godson. Let me ask him, buddy, you lost? You're like, whoop, 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 whoop. Freak. Let's call the police. I said, he said I'm his godfather. That's what we're working on all summer. She said, look at me, buddy. She said, can I take you home? He's like, Caesar is home. I was like, oh, that's my boy right there, man. He didn't understand. He was nonverbal. That's a big step for us, man. I'm jealous of my friends. I'm not going to lie to you guys, man. All my friends had babies. They got babies. They're all fathers. They had babies really young, 13, 14, some southern stuff, right? All their kids are grown now, right? They're like adults, man. My best friend had a baby when he was 13, and he passed away when he was 25 years old. So his son, I helped raise him, you know. His son is 21 years old, and he's crashing out in life, and I can't intervene because he is a man. He has to learn from his mistakes. But his mother's jumping in when she shouldn't be. She broke into his phone and found out he's dating a woman, 47, with 3 kids. And she's ghetto, so she contacted the woman on Facebook, stay away from my son, and told him, you stay away from her. I'm like, only thing you're doing is bringing them closer together, man. And now it's like the Garden of Eden. It's forbidden fruit. You just got to let them dissolve on their own. She goes, you got to talk to him. His dad's not here. You got to say something to him. I was like, all right, I'll talk to him. I say, hey, man, not to get inside your business, man, but I heard that you're 21 dating a woman 47 with 3 kids. Is that true? He goes, yeah. What do you got to say about it? I said, your daddy be so proud of you right now, son. Oh, you a dog just like your dad, man. Oh, you a savage. Take me off speakerphone. I think your mom's listening. Who am I to judge or give any man advice about dating? Only thing I can give is suggestions. If you're a single man in here, just take your time before you find a partner, man, because times are hard, man. Times have changed. If you're dating a woman in the past 10 years, there's been a lot of job titles added to our resume. Every man around the world has to be a provider, protector, and a photographer, and that's the hardest part, man. Getting your girl's angle, that's a very stressful environment to be under. And if you don't get the perfect picture, you've now ruined a whole vacation. That's how real it is. I hated Brazil, the whole country, because of me. Then when you finally get your girl's perfect picture, they never tag you in the picture. Like, give me some photo credit, man. Took me 3 hours to get this picture right. Come on, man. Sorry, I'm just going through a lot at home right now. Support all the dogs. If you're a man, support a man when you see him, man. It's a rare trait to say, but when I see a man struggling, I'll hold the camera, I'll take the angle, and no, get the shoes, get the aesthetics. All the dogs, support all the dogs. The dogs we forget about, sugar daddy, support those old men when you see them, man. Yeah, I don't think it's cool. I think these old men are stressed out, man, when I see a man with a young woman, because I know he's never getting their picture right, because he's too old, man. He can't lean like this. He's 81. Get that old man off the ground, man. He's got a purple heart. Get him off the ground, man. You think he can take pictures? He can barely read emojis. He can't take your pictures. And support sugar babies too, man. Support sugar babies too. These women are banging senior citizens, man. They're having sex with senior citizens. They deserve life insurance policies, universal health care pensions, all that stuff, man. Now, I've never had sex with an 80-year-old man in my life. I'm not speaking from experience. But I think these girls do it because I don't think it hurts. I don't think it's a lot of moving in that bedroom. I think it's a lot of growling, a lot of onomatopoeias being yelled out. Like boom, bam, wham. They try to scare the pussy idiot. Ah, I'm a tiger. Ah, Mr. Charles. Ah. You know Al Pacino's 84 years old. Y'all know he's 84 years old. His new baby mother's 30 years old. Yeah, I'm not making up. 30 years old. Got her pregnant at 30. He got her pregnant when he was 83, right? And everyone called that woman a gold digger. And I've been like, hold on, I think she worked hard for all the gold that's coming to her, man. You were not in her shoes when she was taking dusty pumps from Al Pacino. You know what she was into. He's like, cinnamon woman, The crazy thing is he got her pregnant at 83. That's crazy. I don't think anyone thought it was possible to get a woman pregnant at 83. I don't think Al knew because he looks surprised in all the pictures when you see him. 83, your semen cannot shoot out straight. It doesn't, man. I think it sprays out like Febreze, like, stop. Got that girl pregnant with the particles. The particles got that girl pregnant. Sorry, this is a Christian show. Let me clean it up. I'm sorry. My boy has another daughter. She's 16 years old. Like I said, her father passed away. So every once a month, we get our nails done. We have girl time, right? And she's a very smart girl. She has a boyfriend. She's been dating him 2 weeks, first boyfriend in her life. And she gives great dating advice, but I'm like, you need to slow down. She just started dating, you know. She goes, I don't want any toxic men in my life. I'm like, you're 16, slow down. And she called me a gaslighter. That's what she called me. And I'm gonna be honest, I didn't know what a gaslighter was at the time, so I was like, ain't nothing wrong with my car. I got gas in it. I don't know what you're talking about. It's a Toyota Camry, 2012, but it got good gas. This is what she said to me. She makes great dating advice. She goes, the problem with men in society is that men don't hold other men accountable. That's why they say reckless stuff to women. She got me on that one. My group chat is crazy right now. You understand? She said, the problem with men never tell their friends the truth. They let men walk around with lies in their head. I said, that's me as well, you know. I lie to my friends all the time because I think it's hilarious. I think it's funny. I like them crashing out in life. My boy asked me for dating advice. I give him the worst advice ever. Because you think I should ask my boss out? Yeah, ask your boss out. She hired you. She definitely wants you. Yeah, go ahead. At the holiday party, dance up on her when they play Nelly. It's the time, man. Go ahead, man. You're definitely going to get a promotion, brother. She goes, if you love your friends, you should tell them the truth. I've been telling my friends the truth this year. I've been losing friends a lot. My best friend, he got upset with me because I called him ugly a couple months ago. Yeah, but I felt like I had to tell him he was ugly. I felt like I had to. He was like, I'm ugly. I said, yeah, I felt like life should have taught you ugly. I don't know why I got to be the first one to tell you this. You should have known that. Let me explain something. He's been with his girl for 19 years. They've been together since the 6th grade, and they broke up 5 months ago. And I told him as a man, as a friend, get back with your girl, make it to 20. You guys are destined to be together. He goes, I'm freaking done, man. I'm moving to New York City with you. I'm about to be killing this city. I haven't been single in 19 years. These girls are going to be all on me, dog. I said, listen, my brother. This is not the city for you. I said, go to Utah, get your confidence up, then come here. There is a lot of pretty people in the city. Don't think you're going to hit the ground running if you're a 4 in your state. The credits don't transfer, brother. Slow down. Now, I couldn't convince him. He moves in New York City. We're chilling, right? We're hanging out with some models, right? I'm not trying to flex. No disrespect to models, but I'm from the South. I like voluptuous women. That's what I like. I like yams. That's what I like. I like yams. I like this piece of fat they be moving on the chick's arm. Big thighs, cellulite. Woo! Love cellulite. I'm a cellulite connoisseur. If you're a woman, embrace cellulite. Cellulite to me looks like Caribbean steel pans. I'm like, beat it like a Trinidadian when I see them cellulite pants. I don't like big titties. I like surprise big titty. That's my favorite type of titty. You know, surprise big titties when someone unhooks your bra and 4 seconds goes, whoa, whoa, he has to catch all the titty that falls out. Whoa, whoa. It's like holding a slinky for the first time. You got to balance all the meat that falls out of there. All right, we're hanging out with some models, right? Like I said, my friend has not been in the wild in 19 years. He's like a whale in captivity. Does that make sense? He's domesticated. He don't know what it's like to be in the wild. Everything that he thought is cute is now creepy to women. Does that make sense? He walks up to this model, and I was like, hey, man, stop talking. Get her number. He goes, all right, I got it. Hey, before we leave, take my number down. And she goes, why should I take your number down? He goes, because everybody in this room knows I'm a mushroom. I said, no, we don't. Why are you saying you're a mushroom? We don't call you a mushroom at all. And without a beat, in front of all the girls, he goes, I'm a mushroom because I'm a fun guy. That's what he said. I said, sir, you made my coochie dry. Like, what are you talking about right now, sir? You scared everybody in this room. Mushroom man, what the frick are you talking about? Somehow he gets the phone number. Calls her the next day. Turns out she gave him a fake phone number. He was devastated. He said, bro, can you believe this chick gave me a fake number? I said, yeah, I was there, mushroom man. I saw everything that happened. So me and my niece are getting our nails painted together. I tell her the story. And she goes, it's not because your friend is ugly, you got a fake phone number. It's not because your friend is creepy, you got a fake number. That women in the society give out fake phone numbers because men can't handle rejection anymore. It's a safety precaution just to make it home safe. Now that effed me up. That's crazy that every woman in this room is so smart to cater to a man's fragile ego just to make it home safe. I'm not from that era, though, dog. I'm from the era women called you ugly. I remember those days. A woman would boldly call you ugly, then her friend would come and double down on your ugliness. That's how it used to be. You could be dancing with a chick and her friend like, nope, get away from her. No, she doesn't want to dance. You're a loser and you're ugly. You ugly loser. I said, hey, this is my wedding. You need to calm down. pay for all these chicken dinners. You guys have been fantastically well. Keep it going for your host. Have a great night.